The wait is almost over for a first look at Season 2 of House of the Dragon. We're going to cover it right now on the Sundowners Club. House of the Dragon, Season 2. We've been covering the casting, the updates, the filming amidst the strike, and the post-production. And we know that it's supposed to come out early summer 2024. And we now have some news of the first footage that's going to be presented. And unfortunately, it's not going to be in the United States, but we're not going to have to wait much longer because CCXP, which for those that don't know, is the Brazil version of San Diego Comic-Con. That's basically what it is. And it's a pretty big event. And it's going to be going on November 30th through December 3rd, I believe are the dates, in Brazil. And we've got updated news today from some very solid sources that have good reputations, among them Redanian Intelligence, so check them out, and Westerosis, check them out, or Westerosis. And they both said that not confirming a trailer, but that footage will be shown at CCXP in Brazil this weekend, where we also have a few of the actors from House of the Dragon showing up. We've got Ewan Mitchell, a.k.a. Aemon Targaryen, and we've also got Steve Toussaint, a.k.a. your favorite, Corlys Velaryon, and the Sea Snake. And they're going to be attending, and so it's good news. We heard a few weeks ago, and we talked about this, that they showed footage to the media, but it was an embargo. It was they couldn't talk about the footage they showed from House of the Dragon. So you think that's going to be the footage that they show here at CCXP this weekend, or you think it might be something different?
Probably. I just think it's odd that the first place they would do it is in Brazil. I figured they would do something in Europe before, but I don't know.
Well, with the way that social media is and the technology, all they have to do
everybody can see it. Right?
Yeah, if they choose to, they can put out a high quality resolution clip of it and just put it on their social media accounts and give it out to the various trades, and then everybody will have it. I imagine. Don't you think everybody's going to have this on Saturday?
Yeah, probably.
They're going to see it. So let's talk about what do we not necessarily expect to see in it, because that would be purely guessing. What do you want to see in any type of footage or a teaser for House of the Dragon Season 2?
Well, I mean, I haven't read the books like you. So, I mean, you could see footage and link it to actual events that have happened because you've read it. I have no idea. So, I mean, I just want to see something, honestly. There's nothing. I've tried to get you not to spoil anything for me.
Right.
So,
right.
I mean, I wouldn't know exactly what to expect. I've heard a few things, but I expect it will be something light on spoilers that people can kind of piece together. You could probably piece it together because you've read everything. But I just want to see something,
So I think they can do a few things without giving much away and really get the fans excited and happy. They can show a shot of Winterfell in the north. They can show that. That would be big because it wouldn't give anything away, but it would have people going, "Oh my gosh, it's Winterfell again. We're finally seeing Winterfell again." That would be a big, even if it's just a shot for a few seconds.
Right.
I think that we know the players from season 1, so seeing some sort of quick shots of Daemon and Aemond and Alicent and Rhaenyra, various characters that we've seen in season 1 with whatever scenes they want to show of them. I don't think that would hurt anything, and I think we're going to see dragons. I think that won't give away.
Show that.
Yeah, you can, because it doesn't give away what battle it necessarily
show some
is.
of the newer ones, the ones we haven't seen yet.
Yeah. I think we're going to get a shot of multiple dragons in the sky going at each other or approaching each other. There's going to be something that catches the eye. Much like what you saw when House of the Dragon season 1, when you had Matt Smith's character saying, dreams didn't make us kings, dragons did, and the whole lead into that. So that's what I think. I think that there's a formula with which they can get people really excited, and it would be, showing certain characters that are going to have different haircuts, they're going to look a little different with the passage of time. I don't think showing any characters that people don't know yet does anything.
How far in time are we going from?
This whole thing takes place within a couple of years.
Okay.
Yeah.
So no actor changes, right? There's They're not going to swap to different older versions of the characters, right?
No,
Yeah.
no. So now you might have some of the kids that were babies in the first
Right.
season be a little older. So, but by and large, from the time Viserys dies in season 1, this whole thing takes place within a couple of years.
Okay.
So, and then it's over. I don't know if it's 131 after Aegon's conquest. I have to go and look at the exact year, but so chat, correct me if I'm wrong on the 131 AC after the conquest. But let us know what you think and leave us a comment. And we want to talk about one last thing, though, while we're wrapping up the news of the teaser or footage being shown, is that we did get a little bit more information on one of the episodes, and we won't go into really too much spoiler territory here. But it was posted on winteriscoming.net, so we want to give them a shout out. And it talks about, it was an article written by Dan Selke, and it talks about a particular set piece, moments in what is expected to be season 2, episode 2, which involves twin brothers, Auric and Eric Cargyle. And so if you remember in season 1, one of the twin brothers stayed with Aegon, and one of them brought the crown to Rhaenyra. So we know from season 1 that they're divided. These two twin brothers are divided. And, according to winteriscoming.net, the second episode is going to deal with the two brothers, facing each other in some capacity. That story might come to a conclusion in the second episode of House of the Dragon. I'd seen rumors online that the episode may have been titled Brother versus Brother. I don't think that's been official yet. So I would take that with a grain of salt. But we are going to see the Cargyle brothers, and they're going to be figuring heavily into the plot around the beginning of this war. And so we don't want to give away anything else detail-wise. For those that read the book, we know what happens. But did you remember those characters? I mean, is that something you don't want them to spend too much time on some of those supporting characters?
I mean, I remember them. It's like in Game of Thrones, you had the Clegane Bull, right? And
which was a little anticlimactic. We waited 8 seasons for it. It was okay.
I thought it was a cool scene though,
Yeah.
because that last episode overall was pretty disappointing, and that was one of the few scenes that I thought didn't disappoint me.
Well, the one good thing about it was the Hound had such a fear of fire, and
Right.
and they did a really good job over 8 seasons of explaining what happened to his face and his fear of it, and what his brother did to him, the Mountain.
But these
And-
brothers aren't on that level, though.
No.
That's
And
my
they
point.
spent
It's
8
not-
years
yeah.
building up Clegane Ball,
It's
right?
not- it's not. After seeing that, it's just kind of like, whatever.
Yeah, so they have to be careful because we've only got 8 episodes this season. And so how much time they spend on this, because you do want to be invested in these two brothers if there's going to be a dilemma between them with being on 2 different sides. But how much time they put into season 1 of those, I don't know how much people are going to be invested. So they got to be careful how much time they spend
Well, it
on
looks
it.
like they're going to wrap it up in episode 2, right? So I don't think they're going to spend
more
that much
than
time
likely they will. But so that's something that we wanted to cover, because that's something that we haven't really talked about around Auric and Eric Cargyle brothers and their allegiances and how it'll play out in season 2. So we want to talk about that. But it's exciting news. We're going to get our footage. We're literally, a day or 2 away from it. And so we wanted to cover that. We will obviously break down the footage when we see it, because obviously we cover House of the Dragon, Game of Thrones, all things in the George R.R. Martin world of Westeros. So we're going to cover it. Excited to see it. Is this the show you're looking forward to most? I know Deadpool 3 is the movie you're looking forward to the most. Is House of the Dragon
as
your
far
most
as,
anticipated show?
That and X-Men 97. Although anything with Marvel's name on it's kind of
Questionable right now.
Right. But yeah, probably. But that's not saying much, I guess I'm just being a grumpy old man, but just not as much appeals to me anymore. But yeah, I'd say this is one of the few things I care about
Well, they've earned
as
it.
far as TV shows go.
Yeah, season 1, I feel like they earned it. They earned people's excitement going into season 2. And so we'll be here to cover it. What do you think? What are you looking forward to in the footage that's expected to be shown out of Brazil this weekend. You know, what characters do you want to see? What moments around the battles, the dragons, Winterfell? Let us know what you think. Are you excited for House of the Dragon Season 2? And if you're going to be down in Brazil, let us know what you think. Leave a comment and smash that like button. Hit the notifications bell for future content. And most importantly, we ask that you hit that subscribe button and support our channel as we continue to grow and TCB.